What if your trash could feed your family? Today, I'm showing you 10 crops you can grow completely free, straight from your kitchen scraps. But before we get into it, if you're new here, welcome! This channel is all about helping you grow more food with less effort and less money. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, tap the like button if you find this useful, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. It takes 2 seconds and it genuinely helps this channel grow. Okay. We appreciate you for that. Okay, let's go to the video. Most people throw away food scraps without realizing they're literally throwing away free plants. Grocery prices are rising, and starting a garden from seeds or seedlings can get expensive fast. But here's the thing. Many of the vegetables and herbs sitting in your kitchen right now can be regrown with nothing but water, soil, and a little patience. No special equipment, no fancy fertilizers, just scraps that would have ended up in the bin. Crop number 1, green onions. This is hands down the easiest scrap regrowing project for any beginner. All you need is the white root end of a green onion, the part most people toss straight into the trash. Just place it root side down in a small glass of water, set it on your windowsill, and watch it grow back within days. Once the roots settle in, you can transfer it to soil for even faster, fuller regrowth. You can harvest from the same plant over and over again for months. Key benefit: green onions regrow so fast you can harvest fresh shoots in as little as 5 to 7 days. One bunch from the grocery store can keep producing for an entire season, making this one of the highest value scrap grows you can do. Crop number 2, lettuce. Next time you finish a head of lettuce, don't throw away the base. That flat, pale stump at the bottom is actually still alive and ready to grow. Place it in a shallow bowl with just enough water to cover the base, and within a few days you'll see fresh green leaves sprouting from the center. Keep it in a bright spot, change the water every couple of days, and it'll keep pushing out new growth. For best long-term results, transplant it into soil once the new roots appear. Key benefit: lettuce is a fast grower and a staple in most households. Regrowing it from scraps means you're cutting your grocery bill on one of the most frequently bought salad ingredients. It's also a great crop for kids to watch and learn from. Crop number 3, celery. Celery is one of those vegetables where most people only use the stalks and completely ignore the base. And that base is where the magic happens. Cut off about 2 inches from the bottom of your celery bunch and place it in a bowl of warm water in a sunny spot. Within a week, you'll see tiny yellow and green leaves beginning to sprout from the center. After about a week to 10 days, you can transplant it into soil and watch it develop into a full plant. It takes patience, but the result is deeply satisfying. Key benefit: celery is one of the most pesticide-laden vegetables on the market, which means growing your own is not just free, it's actually healthier. Regrowing from scraps gives you clean, chemical-free celery right from your own home. Crop number 4, garlic. If you've ever left a garlic bulb sitting in your kitchen a little too long and noticed green shoots beginning to sprout from the top, that's your garlic trying to grow. Don't throw it away. Plant that clove directly into soil with the pointed end facing up, about an inch deep. Keep the soil moist and place it somewhere it gets good sunlight. In a few weeks, you'll have garlic greens you can use in cooking just like chives, and if you leave it long enough, you'll eventually harvest a full new bulb underground. Key benefit: garlic is one of the most expensive kitchen staples per weight, especially organic garlic. Growing your own from a single sprouted clove gives you both the greens to use immediately and the potential for a full bulb harvest down the line, an incredible return from something that was already sitting on your counter. Crop number 5, ginger. Ginger is a tropical root that most people buy regularly, and it is surprisingly easy to regrow at home. If you have a piece of ginger root that has started to show small, greenish growth buds, those little nodule-like bumps, it's ready to plant. Break off a piece that has at least one visible bud and plant it just below the surface of rich, moist soil. Ginger likes indirect light and humidity, so a bathroom or covered porch works great. It grows slowly, but once established, it becomes a very generous plant. Key benefit: fresh ginger is expensive and often sold in quantities larger than you need, leading to waste. Growing your own gives you an ongoing supply of one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory and digestive foods on the planet. And it's beautiful as a houseplant, too. Crop number 6. Potatoes. If you've got a potato in your kitchen that has started sprouting eyes, those little knobby buds on the skin, you already have everything you need to grow more potatoes. Cut the potato into sections, making sure each piece has at least 1 or 2 eyes on it. Let the cut pieces dry out for a day or two to prevent rotting, then plant them about 4 inches deep in loose, well-draining soil. Keep them watered, and within a few weeks you'll see green shoots emerging. By the end of the growing season, dig down and you'll find a whole new crop waiting for you. Key benefit: potatoes are one of the most filling and calorie-dense crops you can grow. A single sprouted potato can yield several pounds of food. For anyone looking to maximize their garden's food output, potatoes are an absolute must. Crop number 7. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes regrow through what are called slips, those sprouts that grow when you leave a sweet potato sitting out too long. To grow your own slips, half submerge a sweet potato in a jar of water using toothpicks to hold it in place. Place it in a warm, sunny window, and within a couple of weeks, you'll see sprouts with leaves growing out of the top. Once those slips are about 4 inches long, twist them off and place them in water until they develop roots, then plant them in your garden. Key benefit: sweet potatoes are incredibly nutritious, packed with vitamins A and C, fiber, and antioxidants. One grocery store sweet potato can produce enough slips to plant an entire row in your garden, giving you a massive harvest from a single scrap. Crop number 8. Basil. Fresh basil is one of those herbs that costs a lot at the store, but is incredibly easy to propagate at home. The next time you buy a bunch of fresh basil, instead of using every stem, set 1 or 2 aside. Trim the bottom leaves off, leaving just the top cluster, and place the stem in a glass of water on a bright windowsill. Within 1 to 2 weeks, you'll see white roots developing from the bottom of the stem. Once the roots are about 2 inches long, pot it up in soil and you have a brand new basil plant, for free. Key benefit: basil is a high-value herb that wilts quickly after purchase, meaning most people end up wasting half of what they buy. Propagating from cuttings gives you a living, continuously producing plant that stays fresh indefinitely, saving you money every single week. Crop number 9. Tomatoes. This one surprises a lot of people. You can actually grow tomatoes from the slices of an overripe or leftover tomato. Take a tomato that you're not going to eat, maybe it's a little soft or past its prime, and slice it into rounds about 1/4 inch thick. Lay those slices flat in a container filled with potting mix, sprinkle a thin layer of soil over the top, water lightly, and cover with plastic wrap to create a mini greenhouse. Within 1 to 2 weeks, you'll see tiny seedlings sprouting. Thin them out as they grow and transplant the strongest ones into your garden. Key benefit: a single tomato contains dozens of seeds, meaning one leftover tomato can give you an entire garden row of plants. Tomatoes are one of the most rewarding crops to grow at home, and starting them from scraps instead of buying seedlings or seed packets saves you significantly. Crop number 10. Pineapple. This one is the most impressive party trick in the scrap growing world. The next time you buy a pineapple, don't throw away the crown, that spiky green top. Twist it off the fruit, peel away the lower leaves to expose about 1 inch of the stalk, and let it dry for a day or 2. Then plant it directly into well-draining soil or place it in a glass of water to root first. Pineapple plants are slow growers and can take anywhere from 18 months to 2 years to produce fruit, but the plant itself is a stunning, low-maintenance tropical that thrives indoors and outdoors in warm climates. Key benefit: pineapples are expensive, and the fact that you can grow one from the top you were going to throw away is remarkable. It's a long-term project, but incredibly rewarding, and it makes for one of the most impressive things you can tell your friends you're growing at home. Thanks so much for watching all the way through. It really means a lot. I hope this gave you some inspiration to look at your kitchen scraps a little differently from now on. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It helps more people find this content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. We post regular videos on growing your own food simply, cheaply, and effectively. Ring that notification bell so you're always first to know when we upload. I'll see you in the next one.